Hello. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Adlerian theory. Now, Adlerian theory is often associated with birth order. And a lot of times, if you ask psychotherapists, what do you know about Adlerian theory? You're probably going to hear something about birth order first. And yes, Adler was the one that proposed that birth order matters and that birth order determines aspects of who we are. That is a part of this theory. But the real core of Adlerian theory is that people construct their beliefs, oftentimes based on their early childhood experiences, and that these beliefs can ultimately be supportive through life or they can be harmful through life. And the ones that are harmful, we want to help clients identify and be able to come up with a new view and a new belief that is helpful for them. Another core tenet of this theory is that humans cannot become better in a vacuum, and that social interest and community, connection with others, positive relationships are key to helping clients reach their treatment goals. In Adlerian theory, the role of the counselor is to really help the client become aware of the areas where their worldview is harming them, educate them on how to develop a healthier worldview, and then really kind of walk beside them as they start to develop this healthier worldview and develop some of the behaviors and also positive relationships that go along with establishing this new worldview. Adlerian theory has some major goals associated. There are a lot of goals of Adlerian theory, so I'm just going to hit on some of the key ones right now. But one of the major ones is increasing the client's social interest and their connection with community. So the idea here is that we are social creatures and that we cannot grow and become our best selves without being connected to others. So if Adlerian theory is part of your theoretical orientation, empowering your clients to be able to connect socially, to be able to have positive relationships, and to be able to make some kind of social impact is going to be an important thing for you. Another aspect and goal of Adlerians is to help the client like who they are exactly as they are, and to really discourage thoughts of inferiority or negative self-talk, not a word that Adler would have used, but that's kind of what it is. Discouraging that and encouraging the client to see all the good things about them so that they can really start to like who they are. Also, creating those positive relationships is important, and also understanding your meaning and legacy, working with the client to understand what gives them meaning, what is the meaning of their life, and what is the legacy that they're going to leave behind. Because even after the client passes away, they're still going to be connected to the greater community of humanity, and helping them to recognize that and what kind of connection they can make. And some of the other beliefs are there's a holistic view within Adlerian theory that person is more than just their mind, more than just their behavior. Adler liked to say we are more than the sum of our parts. And so really focusing on what is going on in your mind, your body, what's going on in the environment, what's going on in the relationships around you and the systems around you. That's a key part of Adlerian theory. And also encouragement, encouraging the client, continuing to encourage the client to connect in these ways, connect with healthier thoughts about themselves and the world, connect with others, connect with positive relationships. So Adlerian theory is interesting because, as you may have picked up from what I just described, it matches very well with several other theories. The core idea that people construct beliefs that can be harmful and create harmful behavior really is also the same as CBT, right? Negative core beliefs cause you to have behaviors you don't like, and if we can change that, then we will have you meet your treatment goals. There's also elements that are similar to existential theory, right? And existential therapy, where we're exploring meaning, we're exploring the legacy that you're going to leave behind. There are connections to anything that uses mindfulness. So ACT uses mindfulness, DBT uses mindfulness. There's connections there with that holistic view of the self, and that is similar to the ideas in mindfulness. And there's also almost a person-centered kind of thread that goes through, even though Adler proposed this theory before Rogers came along. But that person-centered idea of helping the client like themselves for who they are, as they are, and having that really positive view of the client that helps the client to grow. So Adlerian theory really does integrate well with several other theories because it has some commonalities. But one of the biggest thing that separates Adlerian theory from these other theories is that Adlerians really do focus on the social aspects of the human existence for the clan. So it's not just about liking yourself, it's not just about understanding meaning because one day we will all die. It's not just about, oh, you've got this negative self talk, let's make it positive self talk. It's also about how do we contribute socially, how do we create social interest, and how do we create community.